What's going on, guys? Today I am back with another hat format replay review for you guys. If you're interested in sending in your hat format replays, you can go down to the video description and find all the information on how to send those in. But anyways, here we have another match. We have Kvax, who is on Lightsworn Ruler, versus the alt with no name, who is going to be on Hat, I believe. Sorry if I mispronounced your name down here. But yeah, let's get straight into this match. It looks like Kvax is going to start this one out. Opening hands, we see JD, Lila, Solar Recharge, Lumina, and Raiden. Very solid hand overall. Versus, let's see, Call the Haunted, Torrential Tribute, Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, Duality, and Mermail. So also not too bad of a hand on the other side. Drawing for turn, another copy of JD. Here they're going to activate Solar Recharge, discarding the Lila. Interesting to see that as the discard here, whereas, you know, they could go Lumina. I guess it's all going to be in grave at the end of the day anyways. Drawing Light Ray Diablosis and a Soul Charge, sending a Eclipse Wyvern and a Redox. Wow, those mills were crazy. Banishing a Light Ray Diablosis off the Eclipse Wyvern, so obviously they're on 2. Next, they're going to summon Lumina, discard Raiden, bring back the Raiden, use the effect of Raidens, and hit a, what was that, Lumina and a Foolish Burial. They go to end phase, milling Necrogardna, Lance, and a Garoth. Raiden will mill 2 more, Soul Charge, and another Necrogardna. Wow, they hit really good, honestly, off of all the mills during their turn. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. So as long as this hits grave and none of this stuff gets banished, they will have JD access right away. Anyways, alt draws for turn, getting a copy of Ignition, which usually isn't the most live card against Lightsworn Ruler. Hat does have a kind of hard matchup in this exact situation. Activating Duality, revealing Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, Firehand, and Moral Tech? Yeah, okay. They do add the Moral Tack here, probably for that Ignition. Summon Mermail, add Bottomless, which is very good against the JDs. They go Battle Phase, attack over Lumina, or they try to, but Necrogardna is activated. Here in main phase 2, they are going to set all the back row except this Call the Haunted, which, yeah, I think you'd rather in a lot of cases. Yeah, no, that all makes sense, what they chose. Here, Kvax is going to draw a copy of Aaron for turn. Right away, alt is going to use the Ignition to pop the Moral Tack and set another Moral Tack. Moral Tack then gets summoned, uses the effect, and they pop the Lumina. Here, Raiden's going to activate, hitting another Eclipse Wyvern. Jeez, these mills are crazy. Banishing the JD there. Next, they normal summon Aaron. Overlay for Exciton, use the effect, that gets met with the Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare. After that, JD is special, but that gets met with Bottomless. Then other JD comes down, and Torrential is activated here. They can summon this Light Ray if need be, and just put the Moral Tack back on top of deck. And then at that point, it's not looking great for alt, though. They would be able to call the Haunted, but yeah, no, this might just be the end of this first game. Summon the Diablosis, use the effect, and yeah, that just goes straight to the next game. Those mills were insane here. Looking back to the game number 2, alt will be able to start. Opening hands, we see Solar Recharge, Lumina, Needlebug Nest, Wolf, and Lila. And on the other side, we see Scythe, Double Cyclone, Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, Beagle Tech, and Sanctum. So overall, again, solid hand here. Alt's hand is not terrible either. It always sucks when you see like multiple artifacts like that, but having the Double Cyclone and the Sanctum is pretty good. Plus, like, the Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare is follow-up as well. Here they draw an Ignition for turn. Okay, so even better. Setting everything but keeping the Double Cyclone here. All right. And passing it over. Here, Kvax gets a copy of Aaron. They go Solar Recharge, pitching the Wolf. Always seeing Wolf in Lightsworn Ruler hands. It's like a staple, basically. Drawing a Jane and Necrogardna, sending Eclipse Wyvern and Soul Charge. So they have just not... I wonder if they're on 3 Eclipse Wyvern with how much they're hitting them here. Banishing the JD, summon Lumina. Here, Alt will activate the Ignition, popping the Beagle Tech, setting a Moral Tech. Beagle Tech is then activated, summoning back, using the effect to pop Scythe and Moral Tech. Both will get summoned back. Moral Tech can pop the Lumina, and Scythe is going to lock them out of their extra deck. So here, Needlebug Nest is set, and pass it over to Alt, who draws another Beagle Tech, so they are on double Beagle Tech, and I would assume the Scythe, unless they sided them in. Here they switch everything to attack, and just attack in for a good amount of damage here. And let's see, main phase 2, overlay for Pleiades. Set the Beagle Tech and the double Cyclone. Did they have another artifact there? No, but they do have the Sanctum, which should be live if they're obviously on more than one Moral Tech. And they pass it over. Cavex gets a Light Ray Diablosis, and right now it's not live. If they hit off of this Needlebug Nest, it might be, but they just have, Alt here has all the answers, so I can't see them taking this one. So they normal the Lila, use the effect. The double Cyclone is hit, then Needlebug Nest, milling, what was that? Redox, JD, Garoth, Needlebug Nest, and Lance. So at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they can summon the Diablosis here, which they do. But here, Sanctum is activated on summon, using the effect of Moral Tech to pop the Diablos. Then Redox is activated, banishing JD and the Eclipse Wyvern, which at that point, did they not add off the Wyvern, or did I miss something here? Was that not banished off of the Wyvern? Maybe I missed something there. They go end phase and mill some cards. I don't think it really would have mattered too much there. If anything, it just gets met with the Traptrix Trample Nightmare if they use the effect anyways. So anyways, Alt draws a Call the Haunted for turn, I believe that was, and then overlays the 2 artifacts into a Volcasaurus, which you can use the effect to get rid of the Redox, and then, yeah, go for Gaia Charger and attack over the Lila. So we will be seeing a game 3 here, and Kvax will be able to start. Sorry again if I'm mispronouncing your name. Opening hands, we see Card Trooper, Minerva, Garoth, Lila, and Soul Charge. So pretty good to see Soul Charge and Card Trooper in the same hand. And Alt here has Soul Charge, Sanctum, Moral Attack, Call the Haunted, and Dianea. Kvax draws a Solar Recharge. Okay, that's a crazy draw here, especially with the Minerva. So activate Solar Recharge, discard Minerva, draw Lance and Eclipse Wyvern, send Lumina and another Solar Recharge. Minerva will send an additional, which hits the Eclipse Wyvern, crazy, which will banish the JD. Here they go normal Card Trooper, use the effect for 3, hitting a Lila there. Then they will use the Soul Charge, bringing back the Lumina and the Lila. And they had another target. Oh, they had the Minerva. So they're going to use the Lumina here, discarding the Lila to bring back either the other Lila or the Minerva, maybe even. They bring back the Lila, and they go end phase, just milling a lot of cards here. Oh, okay, so they sided into Decrees, I would assume sided in, which is very normal for a deck like this, especially against H.A.T that has all the traps. And over to Alt, who gets a DD Crow. They go DD Crow on the Redox, which turns off access to the Eclipse Wyvern getting banished here at least. And how many? Just the one Light Ray engrave, so okay. Next, they go summon Dianea and attack over Card Trooper, which will trigger to get in a draw. Ooh, Foolish Burial drawn is really good there. Then it looks like main phase 2, Alt is gonna set the Sanctum and Moral Tech. Kvax draws a Wyvern, so that confirms they are on 3 Wyvern here. And here they go Lila effect to try to pop the set here, which is the Moral Tech, which will get destroyed, activating, summoning back, and Lumina gets popped. Next, the other Lila is activated to pop the other one. Very unfortunate. Here for the Sanctum, Sanctum's Chain, summoning a Moral Tech, and that's just going to pop both monsters now, one with the Sanctum and one with the Moral Tech. And looks like they had a bit of a miscommunication there maybe. Then Foolish is activated, sending a wolf, which can summon itself back because it was sent from deck. Then normal summon Eclipse Wyvern, overlay both for a Lavalval Chain, use the effect, sending a Blaster, Wyvern effect triggers, banishing a JD, banish double Wyvern for the Blasters, really, really strong, adding back the double JD. This might just be game, honestly. Summon JD. They had enough names, right? Yeah, they had a lot of mills early on. So double JD is dropped. They go to battle phase, Blaster over Dionea, JD over Moraltech, JD over other Moraltech, attack in with the chain, and set the Lance. They're getting really low on cards too, so I wonder if they're going to overlay these. A lot of times Lightsworn Ruler does play things like Felgran, so just overlaying both of these so that you're not milling, because if not, you mill, was that 8 here, which would leave you at 3 cards left in deck, which is not too good. Let's see. Alt has the Call the Haunted. They have the Soul Charge if need be, which, oh, that could be, oh no, but they wouldn't be able to attack. I was going to say they could do a Volcasaurus play, but yeah, they wouldn't be able to attack there if not, so they could burn for some damage, but other than that, I don't know. We'll have to see how this one plays out. Oh, they do go to end phase, so they're going to have to mill. So they're going to be on 3 cards here, passing it over to Alt, who gets a Torrential. Okay, so that's a really good draw, especially into an established board like this, though I guess they have the Lance to protect 1 if need be. Activate Soul Charge. Oh, wow, so Alt's going down low on life, and Kvax here is low on cards. They paid 3,000, so summoning back the Dionea and double Moraltech, overlaying both for the Volcasaurus, and popping a JD to do 3,000, setting 2, and over to Kvax, who gets a Card Trooper. Here it looks like Alt is going to right away activate the Call of the Haunted to summon the Moraltech, and then using it to pop the JD. Oh, the Blaster had to return to hand. Completely missed that too, and it looks like they did too. Just with everything going on here. And here they go, Lavalval Chain, sending Soul Charge. I think maybe here the reason they did that was just to see what was left. Though, I guess they can still summon the Blaster. They only have to do 300 damage, which, like, right now, they kind of have game with that. But at the same time, I guess Alt feels safe here with Torrential, because they don't know that this is going to be a Lance to just protect, if I had to guess. They summon Garoth, use Blaster, banishing double JD. Torrential's activated here, and they let the everything die there. They normaled the Garoth, right? Yeah. Okay. I wonder why, and they don't have another thing here. I wonder why they wouldn't just, you know, if they lance their own monster, everything's off board and you just swing in for game. A little weird here. They pass it over. Yeah, they could have just ended the game there, no? I feel like I must be missing something. No, there's no way. Yeah, because in the simplified board where that's your only 3 monsters and the only thing they had was the, you know, their monsters, but then the one set which was being activated there was nothing to worry there, so they could have just lanced their own monster and attacked for game. But anyways, Alt here draws a Deep Dark Trapple, so it looks like it probably will be game on this next turn anyways. With 0 cards left in deck, they just go for the Blaster. Oh, and that gets met with Deep Dark Trapple. That's so funny. Which wasn't really needed because, again, they're only on 300. They could just summon either one of these. They could summon the Card Trooper and not even use the effect. Obviously, they have no cards, so they couldn't. So I don't know if they were just BMing or what they were thinking here, but that could have been really bad, honestly, for them too. If they had just passed on what it was and only having 1,700 life. Because, like, even if Alt saw, like, another Dionea or something, they could use Dionea and bring back Dionea. And I'm sure they hadn't something that could do enough damage or put, you know, Kvax here in a pretty bad situation. But yeah, they're just going to summon Wyvern and attack in for game. So, pretty cool match. Weird ending to this last one, but Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video, comment any questions or videos you want to see in the future, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to go down to the video description to find out how you can send in your hat format replays. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.